So I've thought about making this video for a while, and it's basically how to mount and dismount a tire and a wheel without breaking a TPMS sensor. So I'm working on this Cadillac SRX today. TPMS sensors in the stems. First step, I guess, make sure you don't ever break the bead at the stem. So I usually start about here, breaking the bead, and work its way around until this is the last spot that pops off. So that's kind of your first step of not breaking that sensor. I broke one sensor in my life, I think, and they cost $100 or 100 whatever for replacement. So you kind of learn to never do it again. So changing tires as much as I do, it seems, I've thought about it for a long time to make a video on how to not do it. It always seems like repetition. You do it the same way all the time and you'll never break the sensor. So yeah, like I say, that's the first step where you're breaking the bead. If you tried to go here, you break that bead, immediately you'll probably snap that sensor because it's plastic. Generally the TPMS sensors are on the stem. You get a couple exceptions like 2008-ish era Fords. They'll have a band sensor that's in the middle of the band or in the middle of the wheel, and it's actually, the sensor is on the opposite side of the stem. So you kind of got to work backwards on those, but that's just kind of the rare exception that you just have to know. But generally they will be on the stem themselves. So that's about where I start all the time. I'll get it locked in there. So you grab your bar, you pull right there. So immediately what that does is once I start rolling this machine, it's the first thing that's over the sensor is right there. Like you see there, it's already not touching that sensor. So step one is over. So next step is just equally as important. I'll get to that point. If I tried to do it now, bar the tire here, there's a spot where it can still catch that sensor. So every time I go, I roll it back to that spot. Right there. Wheel that up. Over top. No touching it at all. So get that off. Putting it back on. Just throw some lube on this wheel, or on this tire, sorry. Lube that up. So generally putting it on, you can put it back, you end up moving it anyways, but you, just let me find out the direction here. So you'll get it on there. What you want to do, you'll set it here. So you want the stem about at the 5 o'clock position. So you'll roll it around, doesn't matter where it is. So don't let it push down until there. So you want to push the tire down after the sensor. So what that does, it'll start pushing down, it'll push down, and the last spot that it pops is right here. So there'll never be a risk of it hitting. So when I go, hold that down, boom, just like that. You repeat it every time, and should never have an issue. See you later.